Hi guys, welcome back to Making Food Monday. Tomorrow is Cinco de Mayo. So I thought today I would try to make a little bit of a twist on a Mexican dish. So today we're gonna make chicken enchilada pasta. For today's recipe, we are going to need oil. I've got avocado oil. You could use olive oil or even vegetable oil if that's what you prefer. We're gonna need paprika, ranch seasoning mix, cumin, chicken bouillon powder, taco seasoning. I've got a can of diced tomatoes and a can of enchilada sauce. I happen to have the green enchilada sauce, but you can use whatever you like. I'm also gonna need an onion and I'm gonna need cheese. I have mozzarella cheese and cheddar jack cheese. You can use what you have and what you like. The more cheese, the merrier as far as I'm concerned. We're gonna serve it over pasta and garnish with sour cream and salsa. And of course, the star of our show today is gonna be our chicken. But that should be all we need for our recipe today, guys. First step today is gonna be to thaw our chicken in the microwave. While my chicken is thawing, I'm gonna go ahead and dice my onion. And then I'm just gonna set my diced onion aside for now. Once we get our chicken thawed in the microwave, we're gonna cut it into bite-sized pieces. I have these huge pieces. That needs to go into the bottom of my pot is my oil. I'm going to use about 3 to 4 tablespoons of oil. I've got avocado oil. Again, you could use olive oil if that's what you've got. And I'm just going to put my oil right in the bottom, just like that. Then I'm going to drop down here to my sear roast function and get that started. Once I can see that my oil is starting to heat up, we're going to add our diced onions. And I'm going to let my onions cook there for just a minute. They don't need to be softened. I was just gonna let them get a head start on the chicken. And then I'm gonna add my chicken to the pot. Just like that. Almost didn't miss any. You don't go there, you go in there. And I'm gonna try to mix my chicken so that all of the chicken gets a little bit cooked to start with. Now, as our chicken continues to brown, I'm gonna go ahead and start adding our spices. So the first thing we're gonna add is 1/4 cup of taco seasoning. 1/4 cup of taco seasoning. I'm gonna add 1 tablespoon of cumin. 1 tablespoon of cumin. I need 1 teaspoon of smoked paprika. That's gonna add a nice smoky flavor. There's 1 teaspoon. And we're gonna wanna keep mixing up this chicken as we go so that it doesn't burn on the bottom. I'm gonna add 2 tablespoons of ranch seasoning mix. There's 1 tablespoon, and this is gonna add some creaminess to that chicken. And there's 2 tablespoons. And again, we wanna keep mixing up that chicken, make sure we don't burn on the bottom. Now I'm gonna add 2 tablespoons of chicken bouillon powder. There's 1, there's 2, and there's 3 tablespoons. And now we're gonna add a can of diced tomatoes. There's 1 can of diced tomatoes. And I'm gonna add my can of enchilada sauce. Now my can is 28 ounces, so this is one of the larger cans. It's not your regular size can. I'm not sure that it's necessary to use a large can. If all you have is a small can, I think that'll still work. I just like it to be extra saucy, so I'm gonna use the larger can. That's completely up to you. Also, you don't have to use the green enchilada sauce. You can use the red or which kind you like. That's totally fine too. In goes the can of enchilada sauce. And then again, we're gonna mix it all together. Now, there are certainly plenty of other things that you could add to your chicken and your sauce. I'm making it pretty basic. We've got some picky eaters, so I'm not gonna be adding any jalapenos, which I would normally add because it would be too spicy for my kids. So you could definitely add some jalapenos. Also, we're not gonna add any black olives because not too many people in our family like black olives, so we're leaving those out as well. Although, you could certainly add them if you like them. But for now, I think we're ready to seal up our pot. Okay, now we're gonna drop down here to our chicken function because that is my high pressure. We're gonna take the time cook down to 15 minutes, and that should be all we need. I'm a little bit concerned that it's too thick and maybe this pot won't seal. So I'm gonna keep an eye on it, and if necessary, I'm gonna open it up and add about 1/4 cup of water if it's too thick to seal. I was afraid of that, guys. It did exactly what I thought it was gonna do. It started the timer, but it never came to pressure. So I'm gonna go ahead and push stop. I'm gonna open it up. I'm gonna give it a good stir. And then we're gonna add some water. Okay, so I'm gonna seal it back up. And then we're gonna do the same thing all over again. Time cook down to 15 minutes and go. I did not add the 1/4 cup of water because when I was stirring it, I noticed that there was quite a bit of sauce or something stuck to the bottom of my pot. So instead of just adding water to it right away, I'm gonna try one more time, just resetting it and seeing if getting that stuff off the bottom of the pot will help it seal. Maybe I just didn't clean all that stuff stuck to the bottom of my pot well enough after I browned my chicken. So we're gonna try one more time. Got it. I needed to give it a little bit of resuscitation because it just started the timer, even though the pin hadn't quite popped up yet. So I went ahead and gave it a little bit of CPR there just to make sure that it was right with the timer. So I did not have to add any water to mine, but if you do, that's all you need to do is just add 1/4 cup of water, mix it up real good, make sure that it's not stuck on the bottom, and you're good. Now, I certainly could have made less chicken so that I could fit my pasta in the pot as well. However, I wanted to make a little extra because I like to have leftovers for tomorrow. So I'm gonna make my pasta separately on the stove. Okay guys, our time has expired and it's time to let our pressure out. There we go. Cover up. That smells so good. So now I have a couple of options. I can leave my sauce just as it is and have it kind of thin over my pasta, or I can thicken it by adding a can of tomato paste. I'm gonna add the can of tomato paste because I would like my sauce to be just a little bit thicker. So I'm just gonna add the whole can, just like that. And then I'll steal that cap off of there. And all I need to do is stir in this can of tomato paste and it will instantly thicken my sauce. And once I get that tomato paste completely stirred in, you can see that it's thickened my sauce considerably. So that is awesome. That's exactly what I wanted to see. So the next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna stir in 1 cup of my cheddar jack cheese. There's 1 cup of cheddar jack. And 1 cup of my mozzarella cheese. That's 1 cup of mozzarella cheese. And then we're gonna mix them both in and let them melt. And there we have it, guys, chicken enchilada pasta. I've topped it with a little bit more cheese, some sour cream, and a little bit of salsa. That looks and smells so tasty. Okay, Jax, I've got it ready and it's plated. Now we need our
guinea pigs.
Do it!
Guinea pigs! Hungry!
Starving!
Oh, thanks, it smells awesome.
Yum.
Can I go first?
Yes,
Thank
you can go first.
you.
Okay.
Okay, I'll try some of the kitchen.
Some of the kitchen.
Some of the kitchen.
What do you think? You like it?
It's the tiniest, tiny bit spicy.
I don't know if I believe you because that
Spices.
enchilada sauce was mild, but it does have flavors in it, so maybe you're perceiving those spices as spicy. But what do you think? Is it good?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. How many thumbs are you gonna give that?
7.5.
7.5. That's very specific. Thank you. Hose up. Let's see.
I'm already mixing it.
Looks like Jordan's ready. Let's do this.
Yes! I'm so hungry. Good.
You like that?
That was really good.
You like?
Yeah.
How many thumbs are you gonna give that?
That's pretty good.
Thanks, man.
Mhm.
Let's see. Who should we go with? The Jackson?
Yeah.
All right.
I didn't mix it up.
Okay, mix it up.
That's good.
You like? Nice. How many thumbs are you gonna give that little man?
14 billion and a half.
14 billion and a half. Is that 14 and a half billion or 14 billion and one half?
Yeah.
All right, Dad. It's up to you.
The sauce looks really good. Okay, and it smells really tasty.
Well, as you taste that, may the 4th be with you.
Hey, you too.
It feels weird to celebrate Cinco de Mayo on the 4th
On
of
the
May,
4th,
but you know, we can do that.
Happy Cinco de Mayo. All right. Oh, that's really good. Lots of flavors. It's the flavors you can expect on an enchilada, but deconstructed and on pasta. It's really good. Wow, very, very good flavors. It's like it's like an explosion of flavors everywhere. It's so tender and so sweet. It's not sweet. This sauce with the chicken will go great like this in pasta. It will go great on rice.
Or even if you're on a low carb diet, you can put it over cauliflower.
Or zucchinis, you know, like
Yep.
zucchini noodles.
Zoodles.
Really good. Wow, the flavors are just really, really good. I give it a bazillion thumbs up. I really like this.
Thanks, Dad.
Yep.
Okay, guys, my final thoughts. I actually wasn't sure how this one was going to turn out, but it turned out really, really tasty. I think all of the flavors that were in it went together very well. Like Daddy said, I don't think there's any reason this one shouldn't get 2 thumbs up. So it's definitely getting 2 thumbs up from me, and it's so easy to make. I think it's definitely going to have to go on rotation, too. Who thought the chicken enchilada pasta was yummy? Who thought you could put that chicken enchilada sauce stuff on anything and it'd be yummy?
Yeah, I could eat that in a food.
You could put it on a piece of garlic bread. You could put it over some veggie noodles.
Maybe you could make it like on pita bread.
You could really, yeah, you could. You could really put it on anything. It was delicious. Guys, I think it was really successful. I wasn't entirely sure how it was going to turn out. I was a little bit skeptical that it was going to make a good pasta sauce, but I think it's a good anything sauce. It turned out really, really tasty. The chicken was yummy. The sauce was delicious. Yeah, that one's definitely a keeper.
And it was fast.
And it was fast and it was easy. Yeah, super good. So I say, yeah, let's do it again.
Sure.
But for now, we better put our smarty pantses to bed. So,
If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you want to make this channel strong, share it with your friends. And now, good night, YouTube. See you till my toe. And if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe now. Subscribe, touch it. Poof. Even I like the chicken enchilada pasta. No.